Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 E-mini futures, and we're going to talk how to use price action rules to navigate the market. Now, today's session started with bullish spike into consolidation. Now, when I first take a look at the structure, we traded up into this, so my bias in the back of my mind is more bullish. But I have to remember that if we don't break higher, and the longer this consolidation is going to get, the bias is irrelevant, and we are more focused on the recent trend range. So the recent trend range right now is already quite broad and sideways. I am still leaning, still quite bullish, but let's see what's gonna happen. So since I'm trading a trend range, of course I have to identify the support, the resistance. Initially when I'm watching this, I have confirmation here, I have confirmation here. I can select this low right here, but if I'm gonna select the very lowest low, I have empty room here, empty room here. I don't have as many confirmations, so I prefer to have more confirmations, something like this, and you can adjust it as you get more price action. That's completely normal because right now you have to work with what you get. Uptrend has a breaking new high, we're breaking lower. Okay, prices are breaking back above EMA, so right now definitely unclear bias, indecision in the market, so I have to follow the short-term trend line rule. I pretty much right now am not looking for any particular setup. I expect new low to be tested for this downtrend following the trend line rule. But EMA is flattening, horrible signal bars here, so I'm just not looking for setups. There were no entries anyway. Break, new extreme, downtrend played out. So now we have a break and a new low. I can expect some correction, possible reversal. Now, I don't want to go long just yet because I'm not at the key level. And remember, this was the key level that we already drew a little bit higher from the initial point. So we're not even close to confirm the key level. So this means market can continue working lower. So I don't really want to go long just yet. Another rejection of the EMA. Can't go long just yet. And this is important. You can see we get rejected at the EMA. Again, I'm going to draw small resistance to see the price action is getting quite wedgy. As you can see, downtrend, support, wedge formation. And because bulls are struggling to break above the EMA here and here, this is indication that the EMA keeps rejecting. There are still sellers present in the market. And at this point, I'm not too excited to be thinking about buying. So I still gotta be careful. At the same time, I cannot sell, of course, at the very bottom of the move. No entry to go long, horrible signal bar. Nice juicy bearish bar, but I cannot sell after downtrend played out at the bottom of the trend range. Remember, we're gonna buy low, sell high. Still no good entry. Tempting signal bar, but I'm not gonna jump into trade just because the signal bar is good. I need the good context, and this is way too wedgy. EMA is rejecting too much. I want to see clear push above EMA, prices free themselves out of this horrible mess, and a failed second entry short above EMA. So I'm not taking anything here, too congested, too wedgy. And this is what I like to see. Okay, we have distinct push above the exponential moving average. I'm going to move my support a little bit lower because right now I'm getting more confirmations. This push above EMA is finally starting to look interesting because this is decent bullish momentum. The buyers are finally buying at the bottom. Can we get a high low? No, there was no break above this bar right here. And preferably we want to get a failed second entry short because this entire area, as you can see, is still quite sideways. I can extend this. This is not important kill. You don't have to be worried about this too much. But just to point out that we are going sideways, not the cleanest structure right now. There is no trigger anyway. Can we get a failed second entry short? Okay, it would also be second entry long, and we actually have it here, which is right now second entry long. Market moves in pairs of twos and a failed second entry short. If I'm gonna count from here, first entry or second entry failure, new high, first break higher, pull back, second break high. Remember, the signal bar doesn't have to trigger above the previous bar high. The signal bar itself needs to have a break above its own high. This is the second bar we broke above, counting from the highest high of this push up. Context wise, great setup. Signal bar, terrible, so I cannot take. But if you have a better bar on your chart, you can definitely enter. But on my chart, I simply cannot take doji below EMA. But market moves in pairs of twos, and this is double high probability setup, which means you have more reasons to enter and more to trust it because this option right now needs to get new high tested. And I can draw one leg up, break, expecting and projecting where the market is going to go. Okay, because we bounce off the bottom, I was thinking that there can be some wider channel, something like this. Now, we broke below EMA at first. So this is confusing. This is not a great sign that this uptrend is valid because EMA is supposed to hold. But because we broke back above EMA, I withdrew it back on simply because there is no bearish reversal just yet. New low. I cannot take such a horrible high low here. Horrible bearish signal bar. High low. New high micro double top. Can reset. First entry long. It is actually second entry long, but high low if you count from this low right here. Well, second entry short is so far from the EMA. Not even a tail is touching it, let alone the body. I cannot take it. We're close to creating new high. Remember, it looks too much like a two-legged pullback. So you gotta be careful. Horrible doji again. No setup. And market is reversing all the way down. So we can see that the bulls attempted to test the new high, even for the wider channel. Attempt is considered enough, especially if the visual looks like a two-legged pullback. And now the market is reversing down. So I have to redraw a brand new downtrend, something like this. So far, very uneventful price action. No setup for us to take. Very choppy and slow market compared to what we had on Friday. We have a break, push to new extreme. New high. First entry long. First break we broke higher. You can see no break here above, no break above, no break above, no break above, break above here. First entry long, pull back. Second break above here. Yes. So this right here is a second entry long, and this is pretty tempting setup because we're bouncing off the support. I'm going to zoom out. As you can see, the support now is getting some confirmations. But problem is, if I'm going to really zoom out and analyze the overall picture, I can come to a conclusion that the top part of the trend range is getting empty. And this potential wider channel didn't even fully test the new high technically, and we reversed down. So I can already start to see, okay, there can be some potential bearish imbalance. Now this is not clear imbalance just yet, but this is just something you take into consideration. Why we can't even make a new high for the wider channel, why we can't even test the resistance. You can see the resistance is not getting tested at all compared to the support. So this means that the buyers are struggling to go higher, the sellers are stronger. Now you can consider this is not a bad setup. I can mark it for a little bit more advanced trader because imbalance at this point is not that obvious. Downtrend played out with the break. Push to new extreme. Can we push above EMA? No push above EMA. In fact, we already have a break and a new high for the short-term uptrend, and we're going back below EMA. So this is right now indicating, okay, we have some bearish pressure. Why after there's a break in new extreme, prices can't even, once again, reverse strongly above EMA, we bounce off the support. And once again, empty room here again. So this is only confirming there is some bearish imbalance. And at this point, I'm definitely not thinking about buying. Because you would expect after breaking new extreme, strong push above EMA and some brand new uptrend established. It failed here, it's failing again. So there is bearish bias. So once again, I have to be careful. I cannot be thinking about selling though, and I cannot be thinking about buying. I can only go long if I have distinct push above EMA. We have a new low first entry short, second entry short. Prices keep pushing lower, so at this point I'm going to redraw wider downtrend because one swing, second swing will set up the trend line, and a third swing will confirm it. Not easy structure, but I'm trying to work with it because this is the structure I get right now. I cannot be mad. I have to trade the structure I get, not the structure I want. And I can see the bearish imbalance dissolved into a downtrend. Third swing confirmed it, and you can also trust it because you have an uptrend working higher, you have a one leg, and because there is no second leg, no push to new high, this means the downtrend is holding and the trend now is bearish. Can get a second entry short? No, we're in fact breaking higher, so I cannot take any setup. We're above EMA. Okay, you have a new high, first entry long. I was thinking we may get a failed second entry long, quick one, but by the time you get it, you're already this far down. The entry is all the way down here, so far down, I can't take it, the bar is big. So once I see that the last chance is some second entry short at the EMA, because this downtrend still needs to get new extreme tested. Okay, we broke back above EMA. We're back below. EMA is starting to flatten, so I can start anticipating small consolidation because we traded down in a weak downtrend. EMA is already in a weak downtrend and now it's flattening. Push down, push up, push down, push up, push down. So there's definitely some potential consolidation. New high for central long. This is a lower high, but above EMA, not a great bar. Can get a failed second entry long. We have a failed second entry long here, but once again, a horrible signal bar. I cannot sell below bullish bar. Double bar entry has a massive tail here. Your stop loss has to go all the way here. So this is kind of a new high. One attempt to go long, pull back, second attempt to go long. While we're expecting for prices, remember, to test the new low for the downtrend, I simply cannot find a good clean entry to trust the structure because it is quite sideways. It ended up working. Price action rules, break, new extreme, and even this one leg is a break. The second leg down. So downtrend played out with the break. Push to new extreme. Prices are strongly reversing to the upside. Have to expect now break and a new high. We even have small spike and a channel pattern that has a break new high as well. So I'm going to mark it, break new high, and you can see really you can trust the trend range because once you can see so many consistent price swings up and down, there is no bias, there is no big uptrend or downtrend. This is clearly small consolidation. We traded down into this. Support has confirmations, resistance has confirmations. So what's going through my mind is trying to apply trend range rules because while we were under bearish imbalance and we had the downtrend, I was looking to go short because the trend was so weak, and the trend was so weak because we were part of a consolidation. I'm still thinking about selling, but there was no good lower high, no nothing. Now that the downtrend played out and we still have consolidation, I have to switch to different rules. Buy low, sell high, fade a breakout, consolidation. You're breaking new high, okay. So uptrend right now, it seems like it played out. To confirm this, I want to see push below EMA and some confirmation setup. Okay, this is nice push below EMA, and we have new high, first entry long failure. So this right here, what we call a lower high, first entry long failure, confirming the resistance. Uptrend played out. The signal bar looks big, but it is not that big, 3.25. You can use limit order, but this is great lower high. We can consider the downtrend needs to get new extreme. And because I expect right now prices to go all the way down here, I can draw my channel even a tad wider because I'm not expecting uptrend to continue. I'm expecting reversal. And we have even new high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long failure. Now, would have been better had it closed a little bit closer to the EMA with the body. This is not ideal, but this is a decent setup as well. Felt second entry long, coming out to range highs, uptrend played out. Prices are working lower, work for a decent scalp. Now we have another sort of lower high, confirming the felt second entry long, but at this point I really prefer to get a second entry short because we're starting to move quite lower. The lower high triggered above the felt second entry long, you know, more aggressive trader can consider, but it is safer to get the second entry short, new low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short, new low again, count reset, and we already have a break in new extreme. Okay, so downtrend played out, so I definitely need to be careful because we have no bias, we are in the middle of trend range, this is no trade zone. I cannot pretty much take any setup now. Yes, resistance is getting some bounces here, but you know, we cannot make it to the support. Too much indecision, no clean trend established. We are in the middle of consolidation. This is nice. The downtrend is working lower. Can I get a second entry short to EMA? No, and the market is about to close now. The buyers are buying at the bottom. So this is the overall structure for today. Very, very slow consolidation. You can see the longer the trend range is, the more you have to focus on the most recent bias. Empty room at the top. The bulls are struggling to create a brand new uptrend. So you can see empty room here, bearish imbalance, slowly weaker downtrend established, breaking extreme, and then we have another consolidation. So low amount of bars, rather choppy day. Couple setups here. This would have been a great setup with a better signal bar, but not that many great setups. This one was decent. Overall, very slow price action, but you have to play the trend range rules. You have to monitor the health of the trend range, and then pretty much, once again, focus on the EMA. Once it is flat for a long time and in the middle of these bars, there is another trend range. It's easy. Every single time you are not confident that is a trending structure, because trending structure will smack you in the face. If you're not sure if the market is trending or not, you're probably trading some form of a consolidation. So be careful and treat the market accordingly. So I hope you had a good trade. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.